Estimated to be worth as much as $35 billion, the Indian president's home might just be the most opulent residence of any world leader. Covering 330 acres and including things like a vast golf course, stables for camels and horses, extravagant gardens, and a 200,000 square foot palace, this Indian presidential property is one of the largest in the world. Inside its doors are hidden galleries, royal guest wings, and a museum containing millions of dollars worth of historic artifacts and presents given to Indian rulers. Let's head inside and see what makes this presidential estate so special. These are the iron gates that welcome you to the home of the Indian president, Rashtrapati Bhavan. The creation of architect Edwin Lutyens, this historic home used to be the palace of the Viceroy of India. The 330-acre estate includes everything from gardens to a full-service garage, and the forecourt welcomes us with grandiose Tuscan pillars and the 5-ton Rampurva bull, just a taste of the kind of priceless history inside. It's an H-shaped building covering an area of 5 acres with a total of 340 rooms spread over 4 floors. There are 2.5 kilometers of corridors, 200,000 square feet of floor space, and 190 acres of gardens immediately behind the building. It took 29,000 workers from 1912 to 1929 to finish the massive project, using 700 million bricks and 3 million cubic feet of stone. The cost of building the presidential residence was Rs 14 million at the time. Considering inflation rates since then, that amount today would be about Rs 2.65 billion, or 36.3 million US dollars. But the building and its vast grounds are worth much more than what they would cost to build. Taking into consideration the cost of homes and land nearby in New Delhi, lower estimates place the presidential estate's entire worth at over 10 billion US dollars, while higher estimates suggest it could be worth more than $34.5 billion. Let's head inside and see why. This is the Durbar Hall, a room used for important ceremonies like the swearing-in of ministers and government appointees. It features a 2-ton chandelier and a statue of the Buddha from the 4th century. The statue is placed symbolically at the exact same level as the India Gate, a war memorial also located within the Rajpath. Next door is the library, featuring more than 2,000 rare books dating back to the 19th century from both India and Britain. The Marble Hall also contains its fair share of priceless artifacts. It features the rare portraits and statues of former viceroys and British royalty, and connects to the Gift Museum, which houses millions of dollars worth of historic treasure. It contains all the presents ever received by India's presidents and features the silver chairs that King George V and Queen Mary sat on while at Durbar Hall. The one used by the king weighs 640 kilograms, while the one used by the queen weighs just slightly less. But this is one of the most impressive rooms of them all. Ashok Hall. Under the Viceroy, this was an opulent state ballroom. He even had springs installed in the floors for the perfect dancing experience. Now the room and its many chandeliers and impressive ceiling art is used to host formal ceremonies. So where do the president and his guests enjoy their meals in this massive estate? That would be this room, the Banquet Hall, which has a secret of its own. You'll notice that there are tons of photos of past presidents on the walls, but each of them also has a light located right on top of the frame which gives the servers signals about when to serve, remove, or pause between courses. But even more secret than these signals are the musical galleries hidden behind the walls. It's here that musicians play during meals, offering the perfect dinner ambiance without being spotted. Important guests also have the nicest rooms in the entire estate to stay in while visiting. This is the guest wing, which covers 3 floors in the southwest corner of the palace and was completely restored in 2014. The Dwarka Suite is the biggest and most impressive of all the rooms. It features an attached sitting room and dining room, and it's decorated with Kashmiri carpets, teak wood furniture, and chandeliers imported from Europe. At one point, this wing was the residence of the Viceroy himself, but India's presidents have all chosen to downgrade to slightly smaller quarters. Now the president's private chambers are located in the northwest wing, spread across just 2 floors of the palace. These rooms are now occupied by India's current president. It's also rumored that, like many homes of the world leaders, there are secret bunkers under the presidential estate. While only speculated, these bunkers wouldn't be surprising considering the palace has secret chambers in its walls. Before we go, let's take a closer look at the gardens. The Mughal Gardens feature hundreds of different types of flowers and opens to the public every February. The property's other gardens include the herbal spiritual circular gardens. In addition to amazing flora, the grounds feature 9 tennis courts, squash courts, 37 fountains, polo grounds, cricket grounds, and a 14-hole golf course. There are staff quarters, a full-service garage, and even a private hospital. While this may be one of the largest residences of any world leader, it's not the most expensive palace in the world. That would be China's Forbidden City complex, valued at $70 billion. Let us know in the comments which of the world's most expensive places you'd like us to explore next.